documenting it on the internet. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another installment in this little starting over for 2023 series I'm doing here on my channel. I really wanted to film this video because I feel like people throw out the term New Year's reset or resetting for a new year or whatever it is without really explaining it. I'm a big goal setting fan, a big New Year's reset fan. I've been doing little yearly and monthly resets for a couple of years now, and I wanted to make this video so that if you're thinking about doing a reset for the new year or you're kind of like, what does that mean? What does that look like? This can give you a little bit of a framework to kind of go off of. I'm gonna share a bunch of different ways you can reset for 2023 that will cover resetting your space, your mindset, and your life in ways that will help you honestly reflect on where you've been, decide where you want to go in the next year, and also start to figure out how you're gonna get there. Any kind of goal setting or routine building, anything like that is gonna be very personal. There might be parts of this that you totally resonate with, parts of it that you don't, that's fine. There's no rule book. Make sure to click the subscribe button so that you don't miss any videos about how I'm organizing my life for 2023. I'm actually gonna be starting a brand new series on January 1st, all about how I am kind of starting over from scratch. My whole entire life literally just changed. I am literally starting up from ground zero, and I think it'd be really fun to do it together. Okay, really quick before we get started, leave a comment and tell me one thing you did in 2022 that you're really proud of. All right, first up, one way to reset for 2023 is to reset your physical space. The older I get, the more I realize just how affected I am by the physical environment I'm in. My mental health, mood, and attitude are so easily affected by how I feel in a particular space. With this in mind, take time this December and January to slow down and actually reset your space. A great way to do this is to start out by doing something really simple, like going through your closet. Pull out things that are just taking up space. If you don't wear them and you don't want to start wearing them, get rid of them. If you're able to, try storing off-season clothes or shoes in another area of your home to give yourself a more clear visual space. After resetting your closet, take the opportunity to go through the rest of your house. You can do this as in-depth as you want. Getting rid of unused and unwanted stuff will make your life so much easier. It's so easy for clutter to pile up and so hard to get rid of, but it's often a huge source of stress, frustration, and overwhelm. I love this quote from Peter Walsh because I feel like it describes it really well. Clutter is not just the stuff on your floor. It's anything that stands between you and the life you want to be living. Part of a reset isn't just getting rid of stuff, but it's also planning ahead. Are there any projects you really want to do in your home and space? Being in a healthy space doesn't just mean not being miserable there, but also like having your home be a place that's restorative. I'm currently in the middle of decorating our apartment, and that's something I'm trying to really keep in mind of like, this obviously needs to be functional, and that's priority one, but also it's worth making your home a life-giving space. Okay, the next area of your life to do a 2023 reset in is your digital space. I think this is actually a super underrated practice. Listen, it's 2023 and we spend so much time online now. Phones, computers, etc. And do not get me wrong, I love technology and social media as much as the next person. But I do think that in most of the time that I've been online, I've lacked a lot of balance and a lot of intentionality in the way I interact with the internet. Resetting your digital space can look like going through your following list on Instagram or going through the YouTube channels that you're subscribed to. It could be deleting apps from your phone that you don't really use, redesigning the layout of your home screen. One question I asked myself a lot this year was if my digital spaces and the way I interacted with them was actually representative of what mattered to me. For example, I am a sucker for celebrity news. The thing is, I don't actually really care, and I don't want to spend a lot of my time reading up on celebrity updates. No offense to those who do, it's just not something that I feel good about when I'm done. But the clickbait gets me. So one thing I started doing this year was now, like, when different celebrity news outlets pop up on my Instagram Explore page or my Facebook, I have just gone in and blocked them. It hasn't eliminated the problem, but not seeing it has helped me so much. That was a huge way that I was able to really clear out my digital space, and I'm so thankful that I've started doing it. Okay, the third way you can reset for 2023 is to reset your calendar and your time management system. Set aside a chunk of time and sit down and honestly just like reflect on where you spent your time this year. Are there areas of your life that you want to invest more time into, or areas that maybe you invested a lot and in hindsight it wasn't really worth it? If it's hard to sort of retroactively think about it all, you could literally pull up your calendar or planner and just go through, look at an average week in your life. One question that kind of naturally flows out of this too is what relationships in your life might need to be reassessed. Are there people that you love you haven't spent enough time with? Okay, number 4 and 5 I'm putting these together because I think they're really important to go together. One really big way to reset for 2023 is to set goals and build systems. In Atomic Habits, which is one of my favorite books ever, James Clear wrote, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." I am a big fan of goal setting. I literally just uploaded a video of all the goals I'm setting for 2023. I think it can be a really powerful tool, but setting a goal or an intention isn't enough. If you want to change your life in 2023, you need to change your systems. There's this famous quote that's always misattributed to Einstein because he definitely didn't actually say it, but it's this: insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And that's always stuck with me. The way that I'm currently living right now isn't getting me to where I want to go. That's not going to change unless I do. I highly encourage you to take time in your 2023 reset to set goals and think about where you want to go. But don't stop with establishing what you want to accomplish this year. Ask yourself not only how you're going to get there, but who you need to be in order to get there. What systems do you need in place to become the person who gets this done? I'm changing some big routines in my life for next year, and I'm literally writing out like checklists in my Notion so that every day I can get up and go through them. Make sure I'm like building those habits, getting them done, and to take the pressure off, I'm also documenting it on the internet. I say that, but I am actually really excited. I think it's gonna be fun. Okay, number 6 is to reset your finances. I apologize if the camera angle just changed. It just died, so I had to replace the battery. Whether you are a high school student, a 20-something trying to figure it out, or literally in any stage of life at all, financial wellness matters. It's so important. And a great way to reset for 2023 is to reassess your setup as you move into the new year. Listen, I am not a financial expert or advisor. I have actually dedicated a lot of time in the last couple of years to really understanding the basics of financial literacy, and I'm continuing to learn more. I highly recommend just figuring out what your goals are, where you want to be at the end of the year, and then kind of working backwards from there. Okay, the last way to reset for 2023 that I'm going to talk about in this video is honestly just the practice of enthusiasm. I know it sounds cheesy, but honestly, there's no better motivator than getting excited about your own potential and future. It's such a good and exciting feeling to actually believe that you are like on the cusp of something incredible. I know there's a lot of people who hate New Year's goal setting, but I think it's so cool and electric, and there's just something about this time of year that gets me so fired up and ready. I sound so cheesy, but I do not care. 2 ways that I love to really cultivate that enthusiasm and excitement in my New Year's resets are: 1, picking a word for the year. I don't force this, but if it evolves naturally, I love having kind of like a theme that sort of sums up what I'm working towards. My word for 2023 is summit, because a lot of the goals that I'm setting are things that I genuinely went my whole life feeling like there's no way that I could ever do this. Even little things, like literally one of my goals for the next year is to learn how to shuffle cards. The second way that I love to get really excited about a new year is to make a little like vision board, inspiration board. I honestly just go to Pinterest, I pull quotes and pictures and images that just get me feeling excited and inspired. Once I have that image, I'll put it into my Notion, make it like my dashboard background, or I might make it a computer wallpaper, however you want to do it. But having a consistent visual reminder of this is what I'm working towards is really encouraging and exciting for me. Those are all of the ways I'm sharing today that you can reset for 2023. Now, of course, you can reset your year however best suits you and fits your life. But these categories really work for me and kind of hit all of the main areas that I find helpful to look at in a New Year's reset. We are a few weeks out from a new year, and even though this is in no way your only chance to change your life, it is a really great opportunity. I'm so excited with you and for you to see wherever this year takes us. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. It helps my channel so much, and it seriously means the world to me. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a good day today, because today is a good day to have a good day. That's it. Bye.